Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing your love reading for this week ahead. Let's see what the cards are here to tell you. Spirit, please bring in the most important and valuable messages for Pisces about romantic love. Take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest. These messages can apply to both people who are single and also in relationships. Or any kind of situationship as well. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if at any point you want to say thank you for the reading, you can always like, comment, or send a donation to the PayPal link below. Pisces in love. I feel my chest kind of tight. I don't know if maybe some of you guys have been experiencing a little bit of anxiety, some nerves, maybe about asking someone out, or maybe there's someone who every time you talk to them, they make you feel kind of nervous. And you try to play it cool, but you don't. Let's see. Well, this is absolutely beautiful, Pisces. So, what I'm seeing in this reading is that you've been through a lot in love. You have been the hopeless romantic, you have been the bitter person who's gonna end up alone, you have been everything in between, but time and time again, you find a way to stand up, dust yourself off, and give love a chance. Now, some of you may be feeling ready for that, others of you may not be there just yet, and that's perfectly fine. However, just keep in mind that the journey that you've had definitely has an impact on how you see things. You may be feeling very tired about the whole subject. You may be, piling up wounds and things that you still need to process. That doesn't mean that love does not exist. That doesn't mean that relationships cannot succeed. That doesn't mean that something perfect can't come your way. It just means that you're probably a little exhausted of it all, and it's hard to see the light when there is, a lot of darkness or difficulty. You're being very resilient, Pisces. Some of you have really not had it easy in love, and you wonder why, Guys, give me a second. Let me close the window. That's better. Some of you definitely have been through your fair share of craziness. And there's a particular wound I'm feeling about being betrayed, about being compared to another person, being chosen over another person, the desire to be chosen over another person, or the opposite. In the past, being rejected, having someone choose someone else, third-party situations, love triangles, all of these things. Some of you are like, okay, I feel more comfortable if I just accept that love is not something that is for me at this time and just isolate. At the same time, same person could be thinking, I shouldn't close the door to love. What if, right? What if? if you are looking for reasons to shut the door on love forever, you're going to find plenty of reasons. But if you also open yourself to look for reasons to actually fight for love, hope, and dream for love, you're going to also find them. So it really is about perspective at this time. I do see a lot of cards pointing out to fears. Some of you may be thinking about a Scorpio or a Capricorn at this time. Some of you may be having less than healthy desires. You know, some of you may be seeing someone that you like and kind of secretly hoping for their relationship to fall apart so that maybe something happens within the two, like with the two of you, between the two of you. These are devilish, you know, thoughts in the mind, tempting thoughts, things that you rationalize. And you say, well, it is for their highest good for their marriage to implode, so we can be together. You know what I mean? Things like that that are not necessarily healthy. To each their own. But in the devil card in the mind is talking about distortion of the thought process. Perspectives that are toxic. Thinking about... Some of you are in a point of the journey in which you're going to accept being the side piece or whatever on a marriage because you feel like you can't have anything else. That's not true, Pisces. Or you feel like you're so in love with this person that it is justified for you to receive less than you deserve. In the future, with the Death card, I see transformation. I see you finding a balance between these two perspectives. You know, if you are in a relationship, and if you're not, it's like you find this integration of the duality. And you say, you know, within everything good, there is bad, and within everything bad, there's good. Love is not good or bad. Relationships are not easy or hard. They're all of the above, kind of. And from that space, you're going to be able to choose wisely who you are willing to go into this journey with, right? And also accept if you're not up for it, which is fine too. You're being represented by the King of Wands. Very passionate sexual energy that you're holding, creative energy. Some of you are having very, how do you say this? Like, some of you may be identifying a lot with gender fluidity. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius at this time. Some of you are actually wanting, you know, like a one-night stand, sexual connections, things that don't necessarily evolve into anything else. You may be feeling very tempted to have that, Pisces. Some of you may want to have a one-night stand and you may actually end up falling for this person because the energy of the Ten of Cups is around. So instead of manifesting someone to have a good time with, you may accidentally manifest like husband-wife material. Hopes and fears, the Magician. Some of you are working to manifest love, but something inside of you tells you it's not the right time. But you're like really moving some energies to manifest this, and it feels forceful. Use your intuition. I'm gonna pull another layer with the Romance Angels deck just to clarify a bit. Some of you may be getting to know someone you're perhaps just meeting or starting to date, and maybe you want to give this a chance, but the situations from the past are really burdening you and really affecting your ability to see, to see the positive, right? The positive possibilities. Some of you may really, you know, see potential here, but your fears could be shutting that down immediately. You may be so afraid of betrayal, deception, and lies that you may actually, you know, second guess everything that comes out of this person's mouth, you know? Talking about children is going to be important early on within this connection, because that is something that you guys need to be in the same page about, apparently. Also, religious factors and the way that you perceive the spiritual world, how this person perceives or thinks of it as well is going to be very important. They're telling you to stay optimistic, okay? They're telling you, remember that you deserve love. Don't settle for something less than you deserve. And don't let your fears and situations from the past limit you. Some of you are carrying some generational trauma, karma, narratives about love, you know, that kind of thing, in which like your grandma, your mother, you or your siblings or aunts or whatever, you all end up divorcing, or none of you ever marry. Something like that, like a pattern. You don't have to like belong to that pattern. You can do some healing work on that and make sure that you're liberated from those kind of like energetic spaces that could be holding you somehow. All right, my loves. You know, there's not any like specific advice on the more like physical level. It's just that make sure that you're in the same page with this person that maybe you're going to get to know, that may be arriving in your life. Make sure that you're in the same page about babies or kids, and that you're in the same page about spirituality and religion. Just make sure of that. Check compatibilities there. And don't give up on love if you feel like you have. And don't put so much power on love, you know, that you dismiss the possibility of being on your own and that being okay. It's like finding that middle ground, if that makes sense. So yes, my loves, that is what I have for you today. I hope that you could find something within this reading that helps you, even if it's just the time to hang out and evaluate, you know. Sometimes these readings don't necessarily apply to us, but they raise awareness about, you know, certain things that it's worth thinking about just for the sake of it. So I welcome you guys into this space. I love you all so much. I hope you know that. Please subscribe to the channel if you feel like it, and if you ever want to say thank you in the form of a donation, the link is going to be in the description box below. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.